plus 15.
Okay, based on the model from part C, find Bob's average velocity. So to find the average of something, we need to take 1 over the interval. So that's going to be 1 over 10, multiplied by the integral of the same interval of the velocity from part B. So go back and find that formula, t cubed minus 6t squared.
So if they write b prime instead, or just
Oh, that's bad, because then they're finding the average acceleration.
if they just say b of t, it's good.
If they say b of t, it's fine.
oh, okay.
B prom is b prom.
b prime.
B prime is wrong,
Oh, why is it 300? Oh, that one's from before. Never mind.
because what I just wrote down was the velocity, and we are trying to find the average of the velocity.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, hey, any questions about what I've done so far? Please.
If they put 1 over 10 integral from 0 to 10 b prime of t dt, you said that was wrong? And then they also
B
put-
prime is wrong, yeah, I can't do that.
Okay.
Isn't this isn't, but if it was that fundamental theorem or whatever.
It's not the fundamental theorem. in
It's
this
not, but
case.
if it was, is that the b prime of it?
Yeah, well, it all depends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that would depend. If we are trying, so for the fundamental theorem, here's what I do, Sarah.
Yeah.
Just think of the columns of Danica's chart. What do I always refer to the first column as?
The anti.
I always refer to the first column as the amount column.
Okay.
Second column is the rate column.
I know.
Third is the
same.
rate of the rate.
Yeah.
Like,
If I'm trying to
calm
get
down,
from
please.
rate of the rate back to rate, I'm going to integrate the third column to find the second.
Okay. And
So
then
it's
you
going
get
to be, yeah, it's right here on the golden notes.
Yeah.
You're like, stop, please.
Look right here.
So fun. You would think after 12 years of school you'd know how to write. It's like 14 years of school for a lot of kids.
Right here, several examples. I'm integrating f prime, and that integral is going to equal the difference in f, which is going to allow me to get from f prime back to f.
So in our problem, we're doing what's before b.
We're not using the fundamental theorem
Oh, okay.
because we're finding the average value of the velocity. So we're over here.
Oh, okay.
We're still using an integral,
I know it's just
but we're not using the fundamental theorem.
Okay.
Good question. Hey, we have more to grade, but people started asking questions, so I might as well show you that part. That's one point. Some people said if they had b prime being integrated, that means they lost that point.
130?
130? Oh, that's an error by me.
I was like,
I was like, that cannot be right.
Yeah, that's what you call the old copy-paste mistake.
Oh no.
Because I copied it from the earlier, you know. Because earlier it was, I don't know, some other problem I worked was 30.
if you just put B of T, is that wrong?
Be it to get the red point, yeah, they could have this, that's okay. They could have this one would get the full red point as well. Is that what you meant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, you're good. So either red box would get them 1 point. We haven't gone on yet, so we'll just kind of wait a second, but
If you have the right red box,
I'd
but
be
they
from
put a
two.
prime on b of t in the left box.
they have the correct right box.
Yes.
No point.
Okay.
Too confusing. I don't know which one they want me to grade. They want me to grade the right one or the wrong one? Of course they want me to grade the right one. No, so it's like,
So they have b of 10 minus b of 0 over 10.
no, they're finding the, that's not finding the, everybody listen to this question, it's very good. Listen close what she just asked. So here's the difference. The golden notes help sort it out. Look close, this is what, people mess this up all the time. They said find the average value of the velocity. So it's right here, average value of the velocity, which means we're going to integrate the velocity. Everybody good there?
Yeah.
Okay, the one Jen is grading, what they're doing is they're up here. They're finding the average rate of change of the velocity. Actually, this one, sorry. Average rate of change of velocity by subtracting velocities. So just the wrong thing. It's not what they asked. But that is an easy one to mix up. So, other questions so far? Okay, so keep going. So once that's on your paper, now we need to find the antiderivative. And the antiderivative is worth another point. And then you bar the antiderivative and you don't do 1 over 30. Let's fix the 1 over 30 again.
So funny.
1 over 10. Questions about the green point?
So just an antiderivative of a constant is just the constant times t or x or whatever.
Right, and the reason for that, Brock, is if I were to take the derivative of 300t, so d of 300t over dt,
I got this.
what would you get? 300. Therefore, the antiderivative of 300 dt is 300t.
Just going back.
Yep, just going backwards. Does that help?
Is that the one zero you have right there? What's that?
That's the bar. My computer doesn't have a way to show the bar.
Oh, is it like that? Oh, from 10 to 0.
So they have to show that. They have to show that.
To get the listen close, hey. Technically, to get the antiderivative point, they only need this stuff right here. Technically, the antiderivative point will be awarded as long as they have that correct.
Okay.
That inner green
But
box.
not the overall answer, just?
The answer is another point. So that's the
So as long as they
separate
have
thing.
that, as
Okay,
long as
so
they have that
that's what-
circle green box, they have that point.
If they have the circled green box, they get the green point.
Okay, now.
We're going to show the answer point in a second.
For the antiderivative, it's 6t cubed over 3.
So they had t to the 4th over 4. Yeah, it's only worth 1 point, so they lose it. If it were 2 points, Lauren, we could probably give them 1 of the 2.
Okay, this is just not
You're good.
working. I don't get why we're finding the antiderivative.
Okay, so look at your golden notes. If you have, I can give you a spare if you don't have them handy. You good? So look at your golden notes. Go to the right-hand side, third of the way down, find the box that shows how to find an integral. You know which one I'm talking about? Just starts with an integral. Right here. So it's this box right here that starts with an integral. So we're right here just so the video people can see what I'm talking about. So we're on this box. You hear it, Kaylee?
Yeah.
Good. We're not using step 1 because we can't. So we're going to do an antiderivative and we're going to bar it.
Okay.
It's because of the fundamental theorem why we do that, but that's why we're doing it. Are you good?
Yeah.
Cool. Anybody
Straight
else?
up put
Please.
numbers.
They did like math 8, so they did like the line in T. equals
Math
zero.
8's completely wrong. Sorry, that's derivative.
If they didn't put parentheses around the t cubed minus 6t stuff?
Oh, they don't have parentheses here?
Yeah,
They don't get the red point.
okay.
It doesn't make any sense to not have these parenthesized. It's, people worry on FRQ because they're like, oh, do we have to write an essay? And like, no, you don't have to write an essay, but guess what? Just like in a class like AP Lang or AP Lit where you have to have good writing, you have to have good math notation.
I
You
know,
don't have
I
to be
know.
wrong.
They
So.
have that, but they don't.
Going back to the integral, if they did the absolute value of the
That would be wrong as well.
Yeah.
Yep. It's easier to judge on this one because they're only getting 1 point for
We see
red.
the,
So the integral's kind of either right or it isn't.
we
So.
see the answer.
Yes. So here's the answer point.
Whoa. Holy grossness.
You know,
That's
look.
just the work, right?
Well, listen close. Listen close. If they have what you see in black, they get the blue point because you don't have to go any further, other than don't write 1 over 30.
But what is it further?
We've already established that that's wrong. Don't write 1 over 30, please. 1 second.
So, that second one is gonna equal 0.
It is.
Right? If they
So-
put minus 0.
That would be fine.
That works?
So hey, a couple of different ways. If they had the black, that would have been the full blue point. If they didn't write the second half because they recognized it was 0, that blue box would also be the full point. If they kept going and got 350, that would be the full point.
I don't
It's only
think-
1 point.
I don't think it's 350.
So they keep
Is it not 350? Did I get that wrong?
Yeah, I just haven't seen anyone who got 350.
Let me
One
go
of
check
mine
it.
got 350.
It's probably another
Oh,
stupid.
No, I
What's
have
this
people that got
350?
350. This
Okay,
one was
okay.
100 right now.
Yeah, that's from the key, so we're good.
This
Let's say they
one,
go
they
wrong.
did-
So they have.
They
Well,
didn't, they didn't do 1 over 10 here because it goes to 0, and then they did 3.
they're trying to show that the 1 over 10s to all of it, so that's okay.
Okay.
That's okay.